What's up, you beautiful Redditors? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Welcome to the RNEWS Evening Show. And let's just jump into it. From r/politics, more than 200 retired generals, admirals endorse Biden, including some who served under Trump. I wish his supporters could understand just how much active duty troops hate and distrust him. We just can't say anything because of our jobs, and it is infuriating. I'm sick of him insulting us one day, then using us as props the next. And not to mention the fact that he's a giant butt coward. Troop support varies across the spectrum. Obviously, location, personal leanings and social sphere are going to heavily dictate which side is chosen. That said, the neocons are losing their civil war, and I don't think I have to explain the implications that brings. History is filled with old and new guards rising, falling. Nothing is new under the sun. Man, I respect the hell out of our military for trying to remain apolitical. Do not mistake being apolitical with failing to uphold our oath to defend the Constitution. Trump committed treason by asking foreign powers to meddle in our elections, by using armed forces against civilian protesters exercising their First Amendment right, by refusing to protect the people from a global pandemic, by disrespecting our war heroes, and by refusing to commit to a peaceful transition of power. Stopping Trump is not political. It's patriotic. The armed forces are guilty by association if they don't do anything. I know it's a hard decision to make, one that is unprecedented in U.S. history, but it is the only decision in line with our duty to defend the Constitution. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/news. Walmart cuts workers' hours but increases workload as sales rise amid pandemic. Every retail joint does this. It's why so many of my bosses always schedule overtime for people. If you don't schedule it and things get done. Corporate cuts hours. If you're consistently over budget on hours, until it gets egregious, your hours don't get cut. My Walgreens is up 25 to 50% YoY right now, depending on week. We're tasked with spending at least 4 hours between pharmacy and front-end cleaning the store, and are required to clean between every customer at the registers. Meanwhile, our hours have been cut by 15% compared to last year. We were barely keeping ourselves above water before. I'll let you all take a guess what isn't getting done with our hours getting cut. My PetSmart is beating last year's sales by 10% through this pandemic. We lost about 120 hours a week of labor. I am the merchandising manager, and I am the only person working on trucks, planogram changes, and customer service. I used to have a team of 4 people, now I do what all 4 of them did. It's insane how greedy these companies get. I used to have a team of 4 people, now I do what all 4 of them did. It's insane how greedy these companies get. What sucks is they see it as a great decision since you are still getting it done. Why on earth have a team of 4 when the sole individual can do it? So you may be cutting corners and stressing yourself out, but they don't care about that. So long as it keeps being accomplished, they will feel it was the right call. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/news. Teacher from Texas fired for wearing Black Lives Matter mask. So we gonna start firing police for repping Blue Lives Matter? Our SRO has it plastered everywhere around his office. Yes, I was in a magistrate's office and the opposing cop had a Trump sticker on his organizer. I thought that was out of bounds while he was performing his official duties. At least you know which one to look out for. Generally speaking, police aren't hired or appointed by the school, so no. It's Texas, where teachers can't unionize. If she's smart, she'll get the hell out of Texas. Incorrect wording of the incident. The above headline reads as if she showed up to work one day wearing the mask and was summarily fired. She was actually fired for refusing to stop wearing it. She wore masks with political statements on them around the school when only staff was in their building. That was acceptable. However, once the public were going to be there, the administration advised her that not just political, but all statements on masks would be forbidden. She was warned. She deliberately broke the rules, and her free speech has consequences, as everyone's does. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/World News. Prince Harry urges U.S. citizens to reject hate speech and vote. In America, he's just Harry. The only prince we ever had was purple and purified in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. You forget Fresh Prince isn't one of Michael Jackson's kid named Prince. 2 of them, Prince Michael and Prince Michael II. The second one goes by blanket, for whatever reason. I heard the youngest change his name. To what? Duvet. The title is intentionally misleading. Harry didn't urge people to vote. Meghan did. She is an American citizen. Harry simply said be careful of clickbait and false narratives online. Not unlike the clickbait of this article. So he clearly has a point. Mexican here. How about you urge UK citizens to demand the pedo Andrew to face justice? Edit. Not blaming anything on the UK citizens. Keep protesting. Just thought it would help if Harry rallied the UK citizenry to keep protesting rather than another country's citizen. I understand there are a lot of things going on and some people are easily triggered. So many professional assumption divers. But don't think I was insulting the citizens or good people. I'm just a human wanting peace everywhere. That's all. Wait, so I should vote? Thanks, former royal. Really helpful. I thought we told those monarchs to frick off a while back. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/World News. Putin's attempt to explain away the poisoning of Alexei Navalny to France failed badly and helped unite Europe against him, intelligence sources said. Putin's been playing too much among us if he thinks that his self-reported defense will work. Nah. His success with Trump has lulled him into a false sense of security where he thinks he doesn't even have to try with other leaders. Oh, what am I saying? This is Putin flipping the middle finger at Europe because he can. Makes me wonder what's currently waiting up his sleeve, as he has a habit of presenting overconfidence before making a power play. Illegally invading the rest of Ukraine as soon as the USA falls into chaos in a couple months. China's got eyes on something too. Just wait to see how many wolves appear around the world if Trump stays in power. Legally or not, it's scary. Putin needs to go already. Putin attempts to explain Alexei's poisoning people of Europe. I dunno, he's looking pretty sus. You're watching the RNEWS show. From r/News. Culprit caught on camera trying to torch family's Black Lives Matter flag. Trying to light a flag that is attached to the house should result in special charges. It's third-degree arson in New Jersey. Greater than a person is guilty of arson, a crime of the third degree, if he purposely starts a fire or causes an explosion, whether on his own property or another's. 1. Thereby recklessly placing another person in danger of death or bodily injury. Or 2. Thereby recklessly placing a building or structure of another in danger of damage or destruction. This should be a pretty easy case for the prosecution. Could that get bumped up if people were home at the time? Good luck getting someone lighting a BLM flag arrested or charged. Why? It's cut and dried arson, vandalism. Because white supremacists don't face the same legal consequences normal people will do. They're not as protected as the rich, but more akin to a family member of a cop. $10 says the person that did this rants about people who don't like the Confederate flag, and whines about anti-fascist looters and arsonists burning cities down, that deserve to be shot on sight. It's about heritage of what? Racially charged cricket noises. It's about heritage, he clamored. From rural Wisconsin, where his first North American ancestors immigrated to from Germany in 1890, after the Civil War. And that's where we're going to end today's show. But if you like what you saw, leave a like, and if you want to see more of the RNEWS show, hit that subscribe button. As always, this has been the RNEWS show and I'll see you tomorrow.